worked a lot to get where I am now, and I mean, much as I'd look back on and wish, wouldn't it be nice if things were just easier? And well, wishful thinking's doesn't do much unless you actually act on it, you know?
Is Samson done, or did he have more?
I mean, I'm always gonna wish that my mom never got sick like this. I never had to go around town to town looking for jobs,
Murdering bitches.
making my way into crypts and
Making my way downtown.
dungeons.
Walking
Crawling
fast.
Faces past.
And I
You're not
shoot him down.
Hopefully I'll be homebound.
Someday soon I'll be homebound. Anyway, continue.
I've done a lot to get here. And, well, for better or worse, it made me the person I am today.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
was gonna
who
end
you
up
are.
being normal, and he's gonna end up being broken.
What?
I like who you are.
Thanks, Dim. Honestly, I'm glad I met you too.
The urge to say I'd be hurt if you said anything else. But Nim would not.
If you
I-
ever stop praising me, I will kill myself.
Oh my god. Reminds me of Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Man, I'm trying not to say, man, if only y'all were here. Man, if only y'all were here. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
We should get started on these cupcakes.
So, can I ask a question related to what it is we're out here making?
Carefully, yes.
Cupcakes?
Carefully, yes.
Do you even have any of the ingredients you need?
Then we'll list off the ingredients for cupcakes, and unless we're using apples, no.
Oh, that's the same recipe my mother uses for muffins.
Oh,
Your mom's wrong! Anyway.
well, we got flour
I hope your mom dies.
and water.
That's so dark!
We could make bread.
Yeah, but we need more, because an important part of ice creams is still the icing of ice cream. The important part of cupcakes is the icing.
The important part of ice cream is also the icing.
Yeah!
Ice
Sugar.
cream with
Add
icing
milk.
on it? Oh my god.
Sugar.
That's
I said
disgusting.
cupcakes!
Sugar!
You're disgusting.
Yeah, and
You'll get over it.
get over it.
Yeah.
What Shay said.
Don't encourage her.
Encourage me.
Encourage you.
Neither of you encourage the other one.
Let's encourage each other, Shay.
You're doing great. Keep it up. You got
DM,
this,
stop. They're not being mean to me.
Man.
I can
So, you
stop
know what's
by...
kind of sad? Can I whisper Shay in Foundry? Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same command as Roll 20.
But, so while you've been doing this,
Yeep.
what are you laughing about?
I'm gonna send it in general.
Oh no.
You can see why it caught my eye at first.
So, what you see there
Oh,
is-
the fact that there's no preview on this link worries me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's hilarious.
Oh god, not twitter.com.
Always Twitter.com.
It's /whisper, right?
I think it's /whisper or /w.
What?
The video.
Yeah.
You have to like listen to it closely.
I'm not getting it. There's just some weird guy being a cowboy and then not, and some girl crying.
It's like the little hiccup she makes sounds like the beginning of like the and that's it. That's the whole joke.
But she's sobbing.
Yeah, about something stupid.
I mean, it seems like she's in an anthropology course and she misidentified something and now she's being thrown out of it. Oh no, dude. Not hitting the funny bone there. Swing and a miss.
Five.
Whatever.
Thighs?
No.
What'd you say?
5.
5?
Did you get my whisper, Jade?
Huh?
Did you get my whisper?
I haven't been looking at Foundry. What did you whisper? Oh, that's really interesting.
I didn't get your whisper either, and that bothers me.
Foundry doesn't show the whisper to the DM.
But yeah, ignore the big funny number. I wanted to experiment to see if I set Zanzibar's stats to literally be 10 places of pi, then I wanted to see what the numbers would come out as, but they're not that interesting. They're just big gobbledygook numbers.
That is how pi works. It is big random number.
It makes the sheet look very funny though, because all of the things are just scattered everywhere because it can't contain that many numbers.
And he has a 1 in charisma, right?
-1, let's be honest.
Nah, they're all pi.
We just need some... Well, first Shayla needs to look up the recipe for cupcakes, because I haven't made any.
I'm big sad. Boop.
What you booping over there?
Boop. Numbers.
Numbers? Wow.
Here you go. It's in character discussion.
Character
You
discussion.
dirty son of a bitch.
If
This is why
these
Samson's a bastard.
if this keeps up, I will canonically just make cupcakes and muffins the same thing in TOZ.
Yeah, but don't threaten me with a good time now.
I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you because it'd be just so funny if the difference between a muffin and the cupcake is literally the addition of sugar to the batter.
So, Nim will list off the things we need.
Don't get too specific now. I wasn't kidding. I may actually just decide to make them the same thing.
I mean, if they were the same thing, then Nim has no reason to get upset about it. Because she would know, since she would eat them all the time.
Nim.
Yeah, but Nim's still already thrown her hat into the ring, so she'd have to stick with the game.
Yeah, but you can't change the rules of the universe because she has her hat in the ring based on a fact of the universe that she would know and have an accurate recollection of information about.
It'd be so funny.
That's what.
Yeah, but
that's
then
just
it
what
wouldn't
they
make
call muffins
sense.
in Glotnia.
Point being, we're missing several things.
And by several things, all of the things except flour.
Yeah, and
Do we need water? Because I know you got water.
well,
You got endless water.
water can be used, but better cupcakes require not water.
Go milk an
Butter,
owlbear.
sugar. What is this, a box mix? Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think this through very much, did you?
Well, I expected there to be a kitchen here, to be honest.
Why would you have expected that?
Who doesn't have a
Sun
kitchen?
Does he
Sounds
look like
okay.
he eats?
For someone who doesn't eat, he's real picky about food.
I mean, old people are just picky about that.
Don't call them a people.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Discrimination, nation.
Jim just looks kind of sad. I just really wanted you to have a cupcake.
But I've had a muffin before.
Hold on. Samson? They're a different thing.
But the
If
way you
someone
described
told you
them, they
they were
sounded
the
like the
same
exact
thing.
same thing.
They were lying.
But you are quite actually describing the exact same thing.
Hold on one second, I need to do a quick check.
I just imagine this is happening at the same time Hyel is just like holding Kuno for the first time and crying.
This is probably happening as Hyala is like collapsing on her knees outside of the town.
Samson J. Merrymaker. They are two different things on every level, and while I can't prove it today, I will prove it in the future. But until then, not call them the same thing.
Now, Nim, you might not know this, but I'm a man of science. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Nim, please fireball him. Liar, liar, Samson's on fire.
I couldn't even say that shit with a straight face. Now, I don't disbelieve that you think they are different things. In fact, I know you to well be an expert on things that are made with sugar.
Why is Snowdrop's token selected? What the heck?
But if you do not have evidence to prove to me the contrary of what I'm thinking, and are not instilling in me a reasonable doubt to even listen, then I cannot concede the point that you are just talking about the same thing with a different name.
We don't have the proper ingredients to show you how they're different.
You think Granny Zan had it?
Yeah, I made pancakes while I was over there.
Maybe we can make Zanzibar if he can drop us off at Granny Zan's house. He'd probably like to see us.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, then it's settled.
Field trip. Field trip.
Yeah.
Field trip.
You go ask
Field
him.
trip.
Oh wait, first, you mind putting this out?
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
gonna
I was actually just
point
about to
at
do
the
that.
fire that has been made for no reason.
Nim casts prestidigitation and puts out the fire.
Ah, perfect. Alright, I'll go up and ask him.
Door.
Close the door. Hey, Zanzibar.
Oh, hold on. But I gotta change the music. Boom! Anyway, Samson goes up. I'm assuming he walks into the stairwell and just like, where Zanzibar is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And you end up in the thing, you open the door. Man, I wish I knew when my arm hurts. Ow. Anyhow. Sorry. Thinking. So you find Zanzibar sitting at the bench, hunched over, working on something. By the way, now that I think about it, you still have egg timer on your mind, right?
Yeah. This
Good.
is only day 2.
Okay. Anyway, you walk in and say, hey, Zanzibar.
Is now a good time?
No.
Oh.
Well, anyways.
But if you want to be helpful, hand me that bottle of alcohol. As he just points to where you're
Before
near.
or after taking a swig?
You need a drinking buddy?
You could drink that, and then you'd be wildly sick to your stomach.
Oh, is this like that stuff that's Brent had?
No. Alcohol is good for many things. One of them is consumption. The other one, as he snatches the small little dropper bottle from you, as you see he has a weird apparatus with something black on a small pane of glass. It almost looks like a bunch of tubes pointing down at it. As he has more tubes pointed towards his head. Its other practical application is as a sterile fluid. And he just unscrews the top and starts dropping some of the alcohol onto his little black object of observation.
Are you cleaning your telescope there?
No, and it's not a telescope, but you are surprisingly close. It's an item you don't normally see around places because, well, just isn't much use for it outside of the little bit of science that does exist. This is a microscope. It helps you see things that are really small. Of course, nobody's going to credit me with teaching people how to make them, but I don't get credit for a lot of things, which is for the best. as he slides another piece of glass on top of it and sticks his eyes into the peeper holes. But since you're already here and since you are being some help, what is it that you did want my help with that I'm not helping you with?
Oh, well, Nim keeps going on and on about these cupcake
Cake fins.
muffins.
Her patisseries.
Yeah. And, well, we came to the roadblock and realizing that we'd actually had none of the things we had to make them. So,
And
well, the only place I can think of that would have these things, but also keep us from, I don't know, getting anywhere we're not supposed to right now, would be Granny Zan's house.
And he's still looking through the glasses. He just raises a finger and points it at you. Now, tell me something, because I'll be honest, this entire folderol farce you two have been going over baked confections really didn't pique my interest at all. Was it your idea, or was it her idea?
Well, to go to Granny Zan's,
No, I don't
It
care
was-
about that. And he just gets off the microscope. Focus! I need you to focus. Did she suggest...
That is what it sounded like. He was
Yeah.
asking about.
She suggest making the cupcakes, muffins, whatever you want to call them. You could call them cakes for all I care. Or did you say something to get this whole thing started? That's the important part.
well, she seems really dead set on proving me wrong that these two things are different. And I'll be honest, I don't believe her, but I'm willing to give her a chance. But
As he's
if you're
looking
looking
through
for
the
an
microscope,
intent,
he just shakes his hand, side to side. At the end of the day, it's really a technicality.
but if you're looking for intent, then well, this is on them.
Fine, I'll help.
Cool.
Just shout out the broken window.
You just toss a Samson?
Nah, you can just shout down.
Is the window still broken?
It was never broken. Mr. Golem opened it. Like, he ran up onto the table, carefully moving his sand around everything. Just unlatched the window pane. Was like, yay!
Is it still open?
No, it's been closed.
Well, alright. I'll go get Nim and then we can get ready to head out.
Head out where? I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
I'm concentrating on something that matters more to me. I've only been listening to 20% of the words that have come out of your mouth.
Jeez, I can't believe you only listened to 20% of what I'm saying.
Who's saying? What?
So every other word you can call him a bitch.
If he's only listening, yeah. If he's only listening to 20%, that's 1 in 5. So bitch, 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 bitch. I bitch, 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 bitch. What bitch, 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 bitch. Like. No, that doesn't actually happen because this is Samson in that color.
This is Samson, and this is Zanzibar. Zanzibar would start listening if he caught the word bitch.
Most
Man, you
people
picked
do.
the wrong 20%.
And this is why I don't gamble.
No gamble for me. I do not praise Gamlore.
Everything I do is hard work because I earn it. No luck.
All I do is work, no matter what, and never see me gamble, never see me strike.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I was asking if you wanted to send us to Zan's for a bit. I guess that way you can also focus on what you're doing.
Yeah. I think the best selling point is we won't be near you. Like,
But
Now,
the phrase is, it's something
Sam.
that he wants. We won't be near him.
Oh, now, Samson, you poor deluded boy. You just told me that for probably the first time since I've in person met this child, she actually wants something. I wouldn't miss that for the world. Which is why you'll stay right here and I'm going to witness this cacophony play out. Besides, as he looks up again, if she manages to blunder this up and, let's say, burn them irreparably, ruin it, or just create something inedible, I can literally take that specimen to Zan's and gloat for an inexorable amount of time about how she is not, in fact, the greatest teacher she believes herself to be. I would miss this for the world. Nor would I miss. Exactly! And he just stands up so fast the stool kicks out from under him. And he grabs Samson and takes his head and puts it in front of the microscope. Look what those specialized, boy! What do you see?
Roll perception.
Oh, God.
Hey, yo! We haven't rolled enough dice this session. It was too much roleplay. Come on, roll them dice. Perception, at advantage. Perception. Let's go. Let's go. Kill him.
I was joking, but okay.
Jokes or not, you should know to be careful with your words. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
you could
take it he beats the default 10.
Yes. Also, I just
So what does
noticed that
Samson say?
Snowdrop was whispering me messages, and I don't understand how.
I don't either. Oh wait, I have it token selected. Oops.
that would be how.
So, were you just intending Nim to say whisper back, whisper back, whisper back, whisper back?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what the context for this is, but sure.
Whisper back.
But you
Oh,
look
it's
through
the new dance move.
and you see a bunch of transparent little circles all clumped up next to each other. And there's black stuff inside of them. Then there's tiny little circles inside the circles. It's a bunch of shapes with transparent and black.
Wow, those sure are round and clear, somewhat.
And he just jerks you back up by the back of your shirt. Yes, they are. And in his other hand, he holds a black rose in front of you. You ever seen this
Aw.
before?
How romantic.
And I do a check to see if Samson remembers.
You may do a history check. If you can explain to me a good reason to have advantage, I'll give you advantage too. Because Samson's definitely seen the rose before, right?
He would have caught a peep the one time.
That Celeste had one and then tried to hide it.
Yeah,
Because bitch lasagna.
cause no like.
No like the plot. Can you think of a reason for advantage?
For Samson, no. For me, I remember. For Samson, can't think of a reason why he would specifically remember this instance without it being like a challenge to think about.
Well, base 10, I guess, at normal.
Woo! Woo!
Woo! Alright, free license.
I vaguely remember something like that. I think Celeste had it. The the day after we first met Deb.
Yes. Yes, she did. A little bit of help I gave her. One of these was stuck in her subconscious. Don't get hung up on the fact that it was non-physical and then material. Magic's weird. That's your saving grace for this. But I ripped it out of her, and I didn't think much of it. Saved her. Not that I get any credit for that either, but oh well.
God, he's such a baby.
Man's got flaws.
He has only flaws.
But what's that got to do with this one here?
Well, like I've said, people and things and pretty much anything else with an intelligence has a tendency to have this thing we call stupidity. Doing something that they really shouldn't do for some perceived benefit that they really won't get, in the vain attempt of coming out on top when they just won't come out on top. This whole time
Samson
he's
raises
just
a hand up.
emphatically shaking you. Yes?
Is that like me?
And he just opens his mouth and closes a few times. Well, to be completely honest, working on the given definition, no! You would be quantified under... not insanity. You don't expect something different. You're a little bit of a moron. You're just naturally stupid. But that's neither here nor there, and it benefits you. Somehow. You're an enigma, chap. As he just slaps your shoulder and shakes it.
You'll always
That'll-
be my little pog champ.
You'll always be my little pog champ.
Going back to the Enigma thing, it's like, wow, that actually kind of means a lot from you.
You're welcome. Out of everyone in the living universe, you are one of a handful of people I don't mind being in proximity with. I mean, I let you in my house. Most people that do that, I flay limb from limb and then paint the rug with them.
Yeah. Speaking
Yes.
of, I'm sorry for going into your lab.
You're fine. But this is a plant. Surely you know what plants are.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them from time to time.
Yes, grass and trees. They're plants. But here's the thing. When you look at a plant under a microscope, the little things that you see, they're called cells. And they're little tiny living beings that make up what you are. One problem. With plants, they're not supposed to be round. They're supposed to be kind of box-like. And then he pauses for a second. And I think they've had different shapes, but I know that the ones that are supposed to be around in this reality are a little bit more jutty. And he kind of just...
What are the fireworks like here? Are they round or flat?
Woo!
You'll have to bring some into relevance.
Uh,
And then we'll
that is actually relevant.
Okay.
Because in my backstory, which you have approved, one of Maurice's big things is fireworks. It is a staple of their culture.
Then the answer for you is yes.
Woo! Reality is what I make of it.
Wait, the answer to are they round or flat is yes.
Yes.
Hell,
Poggers.
Hello. point is that the difference is that a plant cell needs structure because it doesn't have things like muscles or bones to keep it stable. Things that if I ripped your arm open, you would see there's a nice little hard tube. But then again, you've eaten meat before. I assume you know what bones are.
Yeah, on occasion.
But I will Zanzasplain them anyways.
Oh!
So Samson, as he drags you by the back of the neck and puts you up against the microscope again, what do you see?
Round?
Round.
Not
You're round.
jagged box.
I'm round. And he swirls you back to face him. Nim's round, Hjallar's round. Everyone who walks and talks is round. There's only one, as he starts twirling the rose in front of your face. Count it. One kind of living species that can demonstrate plant and yet be round.
A plant person?
Close. A particular type of fae.
What's the last one of those?
And he gets a big, awful, wry, Grinch-level grin. Actually, yes. Your failing upwards helps you again. Elijah.
That was just a guess.
And you're allowed to fail upwards on guesses. Pat, pat.
Oh. Did I get it right?
That would be what the yes was for. My magnificent little enigma. Eladrin had the ability to change their bodies once upon a time. The only Eladrin alive today that should be capable of doing that would just so happen to be the one that I taught how to do it. The one that just so happens to be missing. The one that just so happens to be somewhere that I can't find. The one that just so happens to be who I'm looking for. And, well, as he just starts crumpling the rose and squeezing it tight, if I found this, then I can find out just exactly where he is, just exactly where he's been taken. And at this point, he's like pushing you up against the table and leaning into you. And I can find out who did what, why, and where, and I can exact upon them everything I want to!
I wish the window was open, then I could be like, what's taking so long?
And the ink just starts...
You could still be like that.
The ink's
I don't
starting
think
to
they
pour
hear.
from
I
his eye.
don't think Nim shouts that
They
loud.
don't have to hear, but Nim can still be like,
Why
yo!
is taking
At
so
the tower.
long?
Hey!
What's taking so long?
Samson's wondering, since the golem can walk and talk, is he also round?
No, he's
Good.
sand. But Samson is capable of wondering that?
Well, because he walks, and he talks, and he's made up of tiny little things, too.
I thought you were gonna say he's made up of rocks.
Man, that's the thing that's probably one of the things I love most about Samson. He gets these things explained to them, and then he is capable of taking them both literally and unliterally to the point where it just reads to the wrong conclusion but right method.
Yeah. This boy's entire life is just a detour.
But you know, Zanzibar has got you like bent over the table, just inches away from your face, black ink starting to pour from his eyes again. With a big shark tooth grin. Wild look in his eye.
Man, I wish Hella was there. She would throw something at his head.
Got a thing on your face. Wipe it.
So, are are these the same people that we're going against? Or is this just a different group of people that have done something you didn't like?
That's the thing, as he backs up. I rightly do not know, but I will. Eventually, I will put the pieces together, and when I do, oh, the world will rumble.
Well, good luck with that. I figured you can do it.
Of course. And he just nonchalantly grabs Samson by the clothes of his chest and picks him off the ground. Well, that's enough excitement for one day. Time to go bake. I am feeling extra quirky today. It's a happy day, Samson! As he just steps up onto the table and starts moving things aside with his feet as he walks towards the window.
Can we get booze too then?
Of course! It's a day of celebration! Every single second is another second closer to a victory for me! That means celebration! As he just waves his finger in the air and an entire giant pane of glass opens up on its hinges. So, ready to go see Nim?
Say no.
Yeah! This sounds like fun!
Okay!
Samson's gonna like throw his arms up in the air like someone riding on a roller coaster.
And Zanzibar will yeet you both out of the window.
Woohoo!
He's also not holding on to Samson.
Woohoo! How tall is the building from window to ground floor?
I think I said its total height was, what, 100 feet?
Alright.
I think, don't quote me on that, it was either 1 or 300, but I think it was the wall of Everngol that was 300. But that's section
Still,
0.
what do you think is taking them so long?
How long into this 100-foot drop until Samson starts screaming out of terror?
So about foot number like 10 or 20, he's still wooing, and then when he realizes that he's sort of like free falling, the woos turn less into like excitement and more into like as he starts like flailing, but to like try and get his like center out so he can try and hit the ground with, you know, some way to mitigate the fall.
And you just see Zanzibar falling terminal velocity past you. Just hands behind his head, big smile on his face. Looking like he's in his zenith. What? It's fun!
How dense is he that he hits terminal velocity within 100 feet?
Hey Zanzibar, he can do whatever he wants.
Fair enough. So then what do you just rocketed past Samson?
Only enough to get ahead of him so Samson can see him just nonchalantly falling through the sky.
No. So Samson is going to continue to try and mitigate his own demise. Even though he could technically survive this. No, he can't. No, he
Oh man, that just fall from grace. That he can technically survive. No.
No.
No,
He
you can't.
could most certainly survive at full health. But someone
Ha 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 ha!
never
Rip!
got a long rest.
Rip! Not the
Uh,
repercussions of our own actions.
I love
Okay,
those.
I know for a fact Nim would hear the screaming.
Yeah.
Please save the boy.
Yeah.
Ahoy!
Just so I know, before
Nim-
we do anything, what would be the damage, the fall damage calculation?
10d6. 10d6.
Would that normally be a me roll or a you roll?
That would be a roll for everyone who gets hit, so it's per character.
Oh. Just before we do anything, let's put a little more on the angst table. Roll me those 10d6 so we know what we're dealing with.
Can I ask you, if this were an opportunity in which Samson would be falling, would you allow him to try and attempt an acrobatics check to mitigate some of the pure damage?
From that height?
People survive from higher things.
Only if
The
you
people
could
who never got a long
also...
rest survive.
Only if we could also agree right here and now that even if you survived a serious fall, it does require some kind of recoup time, like full body cast and stuff, and that's for any character. If we can agree to that, you can mitigate. No 8-hour long rest is gonna repair both broken spinal columns, decimated knees, and shattered arms.
I mean,
It would just
you say
liquefy
that,
your
but
organs.
I mean, there's a chance that this only does 10 damage.
There is a chance. Still no. This is a serious fall. That's like that would be like saying your arm got blown off by a 30 damage attack.
It's okay, I just need to nap it off.
Yeah, you just nap
Or
off
nap
a
it back
new
on
arm.
in this case.
Unless you
I
start
mean-
eating a gross amount of chimichangas and breaking the fourth wall, you are not regrowing your limbs.
Yeah, but like, this motherfucker also dual wields magnums.
That's normal.
That's normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I shoot the ground?
No!
repeatedly?
What?
I
No!
want to shoot at the ground repeatedly.
But I'll let you
Use
do
the
an
backpack.
acrobatics. What should the DC for your acrobatics mitigation be? I'm feeling 16.
Okay. And how much would that mitigate?
I get a choice of how much it mitigates.
No, I'm asking.
You get the choice in
You're the one
everything.
setting up the scenario. I'm just asking if it's possible.
I thought there was a precedent for fall damage mitigation.
Nope, that's why I asked. There is. It's called, be a monk or have a spell, and well...
I don't have Featherfall.
So just become a monk.
Forehead?
Exactly.
Yeah, Simpson's gotta
They
know
make
at
lots
least
of
one
alcohol.
of those. Right? Samson knows monks.
Yeah. But he did, jack all from learning from them, so... there is a rule for falling onto another creature.
I think you should just roll the damage, because I think Samson will be fine.
Oh, I know he would be. I don't expect you to dump my character out of a building haphazardly.
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of extra work for something nobody thinks is actually going to happen.
Yeah, Mr. Golem's still gonna try to catch Samson.
I'm doing this for future reference.
We'll worry about it at a future
Are you
date.
planning on jumping off of a lot of buildings?
No.
Yes.
No. Why?
Well,
Nim has
the eyes
dimension
have
door.
it. Yeah, you could dimension door us up 100 feet into the air.
No. 500 first of all, and if I
500
distance
feet.
spell it, 1,000.
Okay.
What?
So
why would we have to? When will we often have to jump that far?
To kill ourselves.
No, no thanks.
Oh. Damn.
Apparently, by D&D rules, you fall about 500 feet per turn.
Anyway, roll your footy damage numbers and then Nim can do her thing.
Oh, okay. Uh.
10d6, you said, right?
Yep.
10d6 of Earth Kiss.
/R, right?
Yeah.
Stop!
Weird.
You're weird.
Fucking end.
Dice time.
There we go.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Would that have killed him?
That would knock him unconscious.
Alright, Nim does what with the who?
Nim tells Mr. Golem, catch the green boy. Gently.
Ah yes, catch the green boy, gently.
Yes.
Yes.
It's better than Nim being like, ah, yes, I'm gonna catch this grown man I can't even lift.
Can I aim for Nim so she takes half that damage? What? It would save me from being knocked unconscious.
So,
Also, just hit the golem.
Mr. Golem looks at Nim, does the confused thing, and then looks at Samson, and kind of puts his hands up, and you just see him make his hands really big. Big hands. Big hands, itty teeny little thin body. And Samson just goes into the sand. And then comes out of the other side of the sand and hits the ground, receiving no damage.
Samson just is lying there on his back.
Why didn't you
That was
take the
kind of
stairs?
fun.
Why didn't you take the stairs?
Wasn't really up to me.
And
Thanks for the save, though.
And Zanzibar just kind of lands next to you. Oh, airbender style, just gently. Yeah, what he said. Because it was fun, because today's a good day. I hear we're baking sweets.
Yes, cupcakes. Do you have the ingredients?
We're gonna go forage for them.
What?
Huh? I got the flour.
Good. Now let's see. If I remember, on the north end of this island, there's a plant that produces a lot of sugar. Those can be ground down to make a nice raw floral one. What else you need? Give me the list.
Nim's
Okay.
rethinking making these all together when you said forage. Isn't there a way we could get them faster?
Yes,
Like
I
going to
get them.
Granny's
You
Ends?
sit. I get them. You sit here. I do the work. I have fun. You get your sweets.
Yeah, then Nim will tell him what ingredients to get.
Does she have it written down as a list?
Nope, but I'm gonna send you a list.
Oh, don't bother. It's in character discussion.
No, it's not, you
Yes, it
dirty
Oh, it
whore.
is.
Yeah, it's a character discussion.
Oh yeah, basic recipe. All right, let's look this over.
Character discussion. There you go. For vanilla cupcakes.
Flour, leavening, salt,
Swear
butter,
to God,
sugar.
vanilla cookies.
What is the difference? Flour,
Vanilla?
leveling, salt, butter, sugar, eggs. There's no difference.
I told you.
No, I don't care. This is the hill we're dying on.
Man.
I thought
it's
he
so
was just
funny.
memeing. There is actually no difference. They have the same ingredients.
The prep is completely different.
They're the same thing.
They're not.
My life is a lie. All-purpose flour, butter, sugar, eggs, buttermilk, baking powder, salt, and they are literally the same thing. What?
Can I just point out that if you're using the logic of just the ingredients on their own are the same, then marshmallow fluff and nougat are the exact same thing.
I thought nougat was
What
made
Jade
with
said.
almonds.
No, you can add almonds to it.
My God, my life is a lie. Marshmallow fluff and nougat are the same thing.
They are not, because
They're
the amounts
so
are different
different.
and the prep is different.
Ah, same
fact
ingredients,
is-
same thing.
No,
Anyway, that's the ingredient list. Xantax, go get them.
Jade, it's a joke.
I
Don't
know,
take
but
it too
it
serious.
pisses
Been
me
going
off.
on for so long.
Why? It's just a prank, bro.
This is what a real culinary major was for. To make people yell about things.
Yeah, I mean, as a culinary major, you should know these things already.
Oh, I am. That's why I'm taking the piss out of this.
Oh.
You evil
Yes.
baby.
Hi, I'm Jenny. Baked by an introvert, I make muffin cupcake muffins. Because they're the same thing.
So how long
Yeah.
does it take Zanzibar to get these ingredients?
Well, there's 4 minutes left, and I'm kind of
4 minutes
tired,
left.
so I think that might be a good place to call it. Especially since I just discovered... No, I won't push the envelope. Ow, why does my arm hurt so bad? Unless I'm having a stroke. I might be dying.
After your new discovery? Oh no.
That's what's killing me. Muffins and cupcakes are the same thing.
Although I personally wouldn't use buttermilk in cupcake.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Look,
No.
all I did was
Using
look up-
buttermilk in baking is kind of just weird.
I
Buttermilk
literally
itself, I
clicked
think, is
the first
disgusting.
recipe.
Yeah, I
But,
think
like, if I were to use it, it would be on something where, like,
it's
like-
it's a bigger thing in like England.
yeah,
In America, we
know
just
we
like
can't trust
don't
them with food.
put it in enough things for people to like it.
I mean, I just don't like it because, like, the-
It's gross.
yeah, it's gross. Like, it is just a thing in food that grosses me out.
It's very weird.
Do you prefer a different recipe?
So is that it? We're good?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're stopping there, yeah.
Yeah. Next week, same thing.
Yes. So goodbye, everybody. Gracie. Well, I don't know. Up to them whether or not.
Cupcakes would be really nice with, like, cake flour and not all purpose.
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I just Googled it.
No,
Never
I'm
made
just,
them.
I'm just spitballing things here.
Woo.
How dare you harshly judge the first result of a Google search?
Yeah.
Only
You know it has
result
a
of a Google.
4.8 star rating.
You
But
know
yeah.
what? If you speak to me like that again, I will put you on the second page of Google.
And
And on that note, goodbye, everybody.